Nobody to the ghost leather. An hypothetical story. Characters Hutch Mansell has spent 2 years trying to live a normal life. No break ins, no bus fights, no bodies on the lawn. Just breakfast with his family, fixing up the garage, and pretending the past is truly behind him. But the past keeps receipts. So the quiet before the storm, the act one has started. Huth's teenage daughter, Abby, has been accepted into an international student exchange program. To celebrate, Hutch planned a simple road trip, just the family, a cabin, and no weapons. On the second night, Abby stumbles onto an encrypted USB. She plugs it into her laptop. It contains a single file, named it the Ghost Laser. Name, coordinate, dates, assassination records, what all. He has lots of things. And one entry highlighted in red. Call it Mansell Hutch terminated. Pending. That same night, the cabin is surrounded. Then the Shadow Army started their act. A masked team storms in using military precision, but they intended to grab Hutch quietly. Not expecting his wife, Becca, to fight back or his son to swim, a cast iron is killed like a baseball bat. Hutch unleashes the old version of himself, fast, cold, and precise. After the dust settles, he interrogates one of the survivors. They belong to the Wraith Order, a convert organization Hutch once dismantled during his days as an auditor, but apparently he did not finish the job. A new leader has risen, Marshall Wootron, a former intelligence ghost who blames Hutch for the execution of his brother a year ago. And now Marshall wants the host laser back because it holds evidence that could expose him to every intelligence agency in the world. He also wants one more thing: revenge, complete and absolute revenge. He bring his old friend, older enemies. Hutch calls and reinforcement his father David and brother Harry, both thrilled that family vacation mode has officially ended. They track down clues from the laser, abandoned black sites, offshore safe houses, ex-operative Hutch once arrested, encrypted calls bouncing through ghost server. Everywhere they go, Wrath operatives close in. But Hutch realizes something else. Abby is the reason the rat found them. The laser contained an algorithm that tracks whoever opens it. They were not after the USB, they were after her. So the final hunt started. Hutch sent his family to a safer bunker, so he thinks Abby escaped and follows him, wanting to help. She is brilliant with encryption, and her skill might be the only way to decode the laser fully. Inside an abandoned steel foundry, Hutch confronts Marshall Wootron. Marshall reveals the truth. Your life was not the target, Hutch. Your children were. And nobody does not believe, but a father does. Just then, Abby finishes decoding the laser. It broadcasts Marshall's entire criminal history to Global Intelligence Channel. Wrath soldier swarm the foundry. Hutch, David, and Harry go full chaos mode, creative weapon, brutal improvisement, and signature Mansell style violence. Then Marshall escapes to the upper level. Hush follows him. The final confrontation is brutal. Mental load, chain, molten spark. Hush barely survive in the end. He pushes Marshall into a slack pit, ending the feud. A new beginning, or we can say another life is started. The authorities clean up what left of the Wrath Order. Hutch return home, exhausted. He's very tired. Abby asks, are we really done with all this? Hutch smiles faintly. We are Mansells. Trouble find us, but we handle it. The family sits down for breakfast. The next morning, almost peaceful. Then a phone ring. Unlisted number, no caller ID. Hutch answer, a woman voice. We saw what you did with the laser. Your skills are needed again. Something bigger is coming. Hutch silence. Becca glanced at him. What God? He nods. She hand him his coat. Go, just be home for dinner. Fat to black. That's it. That's the whole story about the nobody.